Let's face it, the last thing you want to do when you have a new boat is to wreck it or become the laughingstock of the local harbor. However, both of these scenarios happen a lot during one specific action, docking. But I'm here today to show you how you can avoid any of these mishaps while docking. I'm Michael Heraty, and I've been driving boats since I was 12 years old. I've even worked for a boating company, so it would be my pleasure to show you a quick and easy way that you can dock to avoid any caustic looks or scratches. By following this procedure, you should be able to know a simple, quick, and easy way to dock your boat and tie up without avoiding any dreaded mishaps. Before we get into the process, however, there are some things you are going to need beside your boat and your captain's hat. The main thing you need are two boat ropes that are at least 5 yards long. You can also have some boat fenders or side buoys, however these are optional. Some things you also do need, however, is basic boating knowledge, you should be comfortable driving your boat, and you should know how to perform at least one kind of sailor's knot. Let's get into our 7-step process now. The first step is to tie your two boat ropes to your starboard cleats. On any boat, there are cleats on the very front and very back of the boat. You're going to tie one of your boat ropes to the very front right side cleat, and your other rope will go on the very back right side cleat. Both ropes should be on the starboard or driver's side. The second step is to slowly approach your docking pier, your destination. When you're about 30 yards or so away from the pier, you're going to shift into your slowest forward gear, so that your boat is going as slow as possible forward. If you pass through a no-wake zone in this step, you should maintain this slow speed. A tip to know from a 2013 Boat Group Network article is that you should only be going as fast as you are comfortable hitting the pier with. The next step is to slowly approach the pier and maneuver your boat so that you are approaching it from a perpendicular angle, or so that the bow of your boat is facing head-on to the pier. Something to avoid in this step is making any sudden or drastic turns, as you'll be maintaining your slow speed, so it is better to instead go for a wide and smooth turn. You will continue on this angle until you're about 5 to 10 yards away from the pier. You will then gently steer your boat 60 degrees to the left. However, something to avoid in this step is making a full 90-degree turn. Boats are not like cars, and the boat will gradually complete the turn on its own after you have stopped steering. The next step, after you've completed your half turn, is to switch your boat into neutral gear immediately and let it drift in and complete the turn on its own. Once again, boats are not like cars, and it will keep going after you have stopped driving. A 2020 Peninsula Glass article says that a common tip that you should know for this step is to put your boat in neutral as soon as the bow faces the open water, or as your boat becomes parallel with the pier, as seen in this visual below. One thing to avoid in this step is turning off your boat completely. It is better to instead go to neutral in case you need to quickly go into reverse or veer off and reattempt your docking. The next step is to get your two boat ropes onto the pier. There are two main ways you can do this. You can either toss your boat ropes onto somebody on the pier, or have someone on your boat jump from your boat to the pier while holding your boat ropes. Whichever way you choose, safety should be a priority. A 2016 boating safety article tip is to always properly communicate with your crew or whoever's on the pier how you plan on getting your ropes onto the pier, and make sure everyone knows what the role is. Something to avoid in this step and the entire process is docking alone. You should always have help from somebody either on the pier or on your boat so that you can maintain focus on steering while you are docking. The last step is to tie your ropes securely onto the pier once you have them on the pier. You can use any sailor knot you know, some are provided here. Once you are done tying, you should always check for a secure connection between the boat and the pier. You have now safely docked your boat without any dreaded mishaps or scratches. Make sure to follow all 7 steps, act safely, and with some practice, you will quickly make a name for yourself around the harbor. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and here are my references.